Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting episode of Brews and Barbecue. On today's episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be dry aging a New York Striploin, a whole New York Striploin. It's about 12 pounds or so. We saw it at Costco when we were riding by, and I told the wife, I was like, I have to do it. It has to be done. So that's what we're going to be doing today. There's no need to waste any time whatsoever getting the Chef Master 5000s, and I'm doing a little bit of a different swing instead of the white. I'm doing the good old camo edition. But anyway, guys, enough talking. Let's jump right into it. I'm going to show you guys how you guys can dry age in the comfort of your own home. No need to go to a fancy restaurant anymore to get the good old dry aged beef. So let's get into it. For the dry aging process, we're going to be using this USDA Choice New York Striploin. First, we want to set down some aluminum foil so we have a clean surface to work with. I have already washed off the cryovac with warm soapy water, and now we're just making an opening wide enough to transfer the meat smoothly. Make sure you do wear gloves during this process. This is the UMAi Dry bag, and it's not to be mistaken with your regular vacuum sealing bags. This is a special bag that allows moisture to escape the bag, but none of the odors or bacteria we do not want to enter the bag. You're also going to want to push your meat to one side of the bag. This is going to ensure for a better vacuum seal and the most contact with the meat. UMAi recommends that you have as much contact as possible so the proteins with the meat bond with the bag. You're also going to want a clean paper towel so you wipe away any moisture from the end of the bag. This will help to get a better seal. UMAi does recommend that you scrunch up the top of the bag. This will ensure that you get a better vacuum seal. These UMAi bags are a little too large for my vacuum sealer, so I'm simply dog-earing one of it so that we could vacuum seal it properly. If your vacuum sealer has a moist setting, I do highly recommend you use it. It'll ensure that you get a better seal during the process because there is still some blood transfer from the cryovac bag. This is your vac mouse. You're going to insert this into the opening of the bag. This allows for the air to be sucked out from the UMAi Dry bag. As your vacuum sealer is doing its job, you're going to want to make sure you massage the meat to get out any air pockets that may still remain. And just in case one of the seal fails, I'm going to add a secondary seal to this bag. After you fully vacuum sealed, your meat should look something like this. The last step of the process is transferring it to a cooling rack so that there's complete airflow around the meat. You're going to put it in your refrigerator for 35 days. Make sure your internal temperature in your refrigerator is anywhere from 34 to 37 degrees Fahrenheit. All there is left to do is wait for 28 to 35 days. Worst wait that we're ever going to have to go through. We'll see you guys in 28 to 35 days. After 35 days, here's what we're left with this beautiful mahogany colored New York Striploin. We're going to start separating the bag from the meat. And as you guys can see, the proteins have really bonded with the bag and created a beautiful dry aged piece of meat. The meat looks perfect and it does have an oily coat to it. It's firm to the touch, but you can still feel the tenderness from within. There are many different ways to butcher your strip loin, and here's how I do it. You're going to want to ensure you have a sharp knife. If you have a butcher's knife, that's probably the choice to go with. I do not have one of those, so I'm going to be using my chef knife. My first cut is going to be down the center of the strip loin. This makes for easier maneuvering when butchering your meat. The goal with the dry aging process is not just to enhance the flavor, but to make the meat as tender as possible, and boy is this meat soft. I'm going to be removing the pellicle from the ends of the meat, but I will not be trimming the entire strip loin. I will do the trimming as I go to cook the meat. Do cut your steaks to your liking. I am going to be cutting mine at about 1.5 inches wide. Here's your final product. I got 10 beautiful steaks out of this 12-pound New York strip loin. Don't be scared to vacuum seal these guys and freeze them. They will last you up to a year. I can't wait that long, so I'm choosing this cut right here to cook up today. But first, before seasoning, we're going to remove the outer layer of this pellicle. And don't think the pellicle is going to waste on this guy. These are going to make perfect for some other cooking uses. We're going to keep our seasonings today simple with some salt, fresh ground pepper, and garlic powder. We're keeping it simple so we can really taste the meat. Make sure you season both sides. And your cut of meat is ready for the smoker. Alright guys, now that we got this guy on the smoker, we're going to let it smoke for 15 to 20 minutes. Really let it get in that hickory flavor that I love. And then we're going to turn it up to 350 until we get an internal temperature of about 129. Pull it off and give it a quick little sear with the torch. I was thinking of doing a pan sear, but I don't want to waste any time. We're going to sear it off with the torch, cut it up and try it. Man, this is going to be amazing. As I was seasoning it and flipping it and putting it on the smoker, it was so freaking tender. It's so soft to the touch. It almost feels like a piece of filet. I'm excited. Anyway guys, enough talk. Let's get to cooking this thing and trying it out. We'll see you guys in a minute. Man, guys, this thing looks and it smells amazing. We're gonna pat it down for just a quick second, and then we're gonna give it a quick sear, slice it up, and give it the taste test. Kelsey thinks she's not gonna try it, but she's gonna try a piece. So let's get searing now. right, guys, it's ready. Let me just grab a little piece here. It went a little bit longer than I wanted. It's a little bit more medium than anything. But there it is. I'm gonna let Chucky Green here be the first taste tester.
No idea who the heck.
Give it a taste. Let me know what you think. He's never had dry aged beef before, so give it a taste and tell me what you think.
That is tender.
That is really, yeah. Does it just melt in your mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's see. Go ahead. Oh man.
It's very tender.
Let's give it a shot. Oh man. Yeah, it's really tender. And I kept the flavorings with just salt, pepper, and garlic powder because I really wanted to be able to taste the meat itself.
You can definitely do that.
Yeah, it tastes really good. It doesn't have a funky flavor or anything like that. Well, anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I would encourage you guys to dry age your own beef at home. I wouldn't encourage you to take so long to get the meat off the grill. I did overcook it slightly because I was doing a couple other things and didn't hear the timer. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, I encourage you to subscribe. If you liked the video, drop a thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys on another episode of Bruising BBQ. We'll see you guys later.